How's it going, everybody? Here we are live at Battletoads for the NES, currently being recorded through a VCR. As you can clearly tell, the quality is bunk. You'll have to excuse me, but I follow the codecs of the AVGN, and I play this on the original hardware through a VCR on my CRT, so there is no input lag. And I had to record this and go through a very convoluted process in which I had to... fuck. 1 second. I gotta restart this. I went through such a convoluted process where I had to hook all this shit up, and I finally got it to work, and now I'm just anxious to sit here and record some gameplay, so fuck it. You know, I'm doing a voiceover through my webcam. Here it fucking is. Goddamn Battletoads. What a fucking tough game. I use the warps. I don't give a fuck. I think I'm gonna sit through this shit. Fuck this. Alright. So beat these guys up real quick. You know, you just do a quick charge attack and then they're like, no problem, really. I'm having a bit of an off day, honestly. I'm pretty tired. I just saw the Melvins yesterday live at Irving Plaza, which was pretty sick. Had to sit through a couple of train rides to get, you know, home, but whatever. You know, you watch a band that you love, you go out of your way for them. And it was probably the best show I could have ever seen, you know. I mean, Dale Crover put his mouth on the bass guitarist. The headstock, it was amazing. Anyways, this next part is going to require an intense amount of focus as I make my way to the turbo tunnel. I've done this numerous times. I actually got into this game by starting it on an emulator, and then my friend started wondering, because I'd gotten him into the game so we could do two-player together. He had wondered what it would look like on the original hardware, and I had this old TV that I used to have as a kid lying around, so I hooked it up, and then I bought the game for like 48 bucks on DK Oldies. Shout out DK Oldies. Pretty good website. They got good games and shit. I'm not a sponsor for them, it's just shout out, whatever, you know. Pretty cool. They're not paying me. They should, though. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun playing this game. I love this game. Battletoads, Rare is like my favorite company of all time. You know, I've been playing through Conker's Bad Fur Day, and I just can't get enough of this company. You know, it's just so great. I mean, I literally went through the lengths to record this on a VCR, and if you couldn't tell already, I'm doing post voiceover because you couldn't pay me to do voiceover whilst playing this game. I mean, it's just fucking hard, man. You know, like, this shit requires intense focus. You know, it requires playing it on an old CRT TV and trying to get the audio to work. Like, I was having such problems with the component cables. Like, the audio just was not working, or composite, whatever the fuck it's called. Like, RCA I now just call them, because apparently that's the correct vernacular. Like, this part right here requires an intense amount of focus. You have to watch your character. I'll even explain it. So, alright, so once you hit this ramp, you're going to come across these 2 or 3, you know, blue ramps, and then you're going to come up to here. So you're going to go up to the left of the screen, you're going to jump over, make a big jump on the 3rd one, and then you're going to go far left to the screen, and then you're going to wait to jump the very last second, like you're almost about to fall off, and you just repeat that rhythm multiple times, and then you count to 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, boom, and then you hit the warp, and then you're at level 5. Boom. Just like that. Level 5 is extremely easy, but extremely difficult if you got 2 people, because then you know, somebody fucks up on the logs, you go down here, you always stay down. You kind of just like repeat the pattern of the turbo tunnel. I usually like to hit that log because it's the last log to go over the last one. And then here, I usually stay far to the left and then jump over. Oh, and then you gotta like pan all the way to the left and then jump the last second to get that one up when you fall over at the waterfall. And then this I usually like to, you know, just treat just exactly like the turbo tunnel, go up, down, up, down, up, down. No problem, and then you get through that, and then these guys fucking suck, because there's 4 of them, and it's usually easier to kill them with 2 people. Like, say you just took my health, and Now I'm fucked, but, you know, you do what you do for the love of the game. I mean, and this guy usually just gotta, like, ram, you know. Then you take that, you get the extra points. Make sure you leave that on screen to get the extra points. And then continue to bash the hell out of him. You know, don't show him who's boss. Be like, fuck you, you stupid tall piece of shit. And I can say that because I'm tall, you know. Tall people can make fun of other tall people. It's in the tall codex, you know. And this fucking guy scares the shit out of you for some goddamn reason. And then you gotta go ahead and pick up that fucking piece of metal to beat the shit out of him in this corner, or else you're fucked. You're just completely fucked, and you gotta fight him. And nobody's got the balls to really fight him because he sucks, and he takes forever. Like, look at how long this fucking takes. Like, you eventually forget that you're doing it, and then you're like, oh man. So here you are, fucking last part of level 5. You gotta stay in the middle for this shit. I went below because there wasn't anything happening, but see, I went back in the middle, jump over this ramp, there's one in the middle, you just dodge it. You know? So long as you keep, like, treating it like the turbo tunnel, you're good. You know, because that's really, like, what it is. It's just kind of like a racing game. And then here, you jump, you get all the way to the far right, and then there's one up. Now, I'll give credit where credit is due. I learned that from Bootsy, you know, from Cinemassacre before he got kicked out for strange reasons, you know. Alright, so this is the last part. You jump that ramp, and then you go up, down, boom. It's so easy. It's really not that hard. You know, and you get down to it. I mean, it only took me, like, what, more than 100 tries and 1,000 save states to eventually get that right. Yeah, you can do this nice little slide technique if you push down, push left and right. You know, it's fun for a bit until, like, you know, you're on the edge and then you're fucked up. So you can't jump on this snake's, like, with his head first. You gotta wait until he, like, goes a bit further and then you gotta, like, jump up. The only thing that really sucks about this level is you don't really gain any points. It's just kind of like a waste, really, and it's just to kind of like test your skills in the game. I mean, this is really like a Super Mario Mania kind of like vein, where it's just about trying to get through the level. You don't really care about the points, because there are none. There are no points in this level. As you can see, my score remains the same, because I'm not really doing anything. Well, it just changed as I went into the out. I guess that's really it. That's all you get. But then you go here, you jump in the middle, and then boom, and you hit that warp, and now you're level 8. Because, in my humble opinion, level 4 and level 7 are probably the worst levels in the game. Because they're there to just basically explicitly troll you. You know, they really suck. So you grab this weapon, and then you jump up. And now, this is where the gameplay is probably going to get cut short, because this is where I fucked up. And I just didn't really care, and I'm like, I gotta stop, you know, because, recording this on VHS, I didn't want to capture too much, because this is not, like, really an important, like, piece of gameplay, you know? Like, I just got to level 8 in Battletoads, like, whatever, you know? I was doing real good until I fucked up, you know? And then that's just what happens. You fuck up, and that's it. It's all over. Oh, yeah, I see. I fucked up there. Yeah, I fucked up, and also I haven't eaten anything. It's 5 p.m. I was supposed to go into work today, but I took off, and I feel thankful that I took off. Because, holy shit, I was supposed to do 10 hours, and I was like, I can't do that, I'm sorry. So I stayed home. Like, what the fuck, dude? Alright, so you squat, and then you jump, then you squat, and then jump. So it's just like that. You squat, jump, jump. And then if you had the weapon, you could have knocked out those yellow mucus things, but I lost it, so that's really what sucks. Okay, so usually I like to count once they shoot, so it's like, okay, shoot, 1, 2, you know, 1, 2. Then it's like within the counting space is when you go for it. And now this sucks. This is where I fucked up. This fucking smell. Ah, yeah, this is when I fucked up and it was all over. It's all over. I know you gotta keep practicing and keep playing, but this is where it was all over for me, because I'm just like, look, I spent way too much time trying to figure this out, and I haven't yet to eat breakfast. And I'm just dedicating so much time to gaming. But this is an interesting part. This is where I learned the counting. 1, 2. So that thing shoots out smoke, you wait 1, 2, and then you just gotta really time your skill going up on that part. Now it looks like I'm doing some crazy shit, and that's because I'm playing it on the original hardware CRT television, you know? That's really like why it looks so crazy right now. And I'm doing pretty good, you know? Like, I know how to do this level, it's just, it's so fucking hard, like, to think this game was made before a rating system. It's pretty scary. Especially when you have like that yellow blob. Ah, yeah, that's where I fucked up. You see, I just didn't remember that was there. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I mean, if you look at it, like, I have some other gameplay here of like it through the capture card, because this is just explicitly a test, you know, like I don't really like plan on doing anything like this for some reason, you know, like through a capture card, but I really just wanted to test the difference. I mean, obviously it looks better on the RCA cables, it's just you have that input lag. But yeah, thanks for watching. That's my little test. Goodbye.